Failure is not the end. It's a step towards success. Failure hurts. It stings. It makes you question yourself and wonder if you're even capable of moving forward. But here's the truth most people don't realize. Failure is not the end. It's just a step, a necessary part of the path that leads to success. Think about a baby learning to walk. They fall over and over again, but nobody calls them a failure. Why? Because falling is part of learning. Every stumble teaches balance. Every step forward comes from the falls before it. Your journey works the same way. Look at the most successful people in the world. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team before becoming a legend. Failure didn't destroy them, it shaped them. It taught them lessons that success alone never could. Failure only becomes final when you stop trying. If you keep going, each mistake becomes a stepping stone, guiding you closer to where you're meant to be. The setbacks are not roadblocks, they're instructions, showing you what to adjust, what to improve, and how to grow stronger. So don't fear failure, embrace it, learn from it, use it as fuel. Remember, every time you fail, you're one step closer to success. Keep moving forward, because the only true failure is giving up. Every setback is preparing you for a comeback. Life has a way of knocking us down when we least expect it. You lose a job, a relationship ends, your plans fall apart, and in that moment, it feels like the end. But what if I told you that every setback you face isn't the end of your story, but the setup for an even greater comeback? Think about it. A slingshot only works when it's pulled backward. The further it's pulled, the stronger the launch. Setbacks work the same way. That season of pain, that disappointment, that failure, it's not meant to break you. It's meant to build you, to stretch you, to prepare you for something bigger than what you had before. Look at any great comeback story in sports, business, or life. The reason those stories inspire us is because the person didn't quit when things got hard. They used the setback as fuel. They trained harder, learned more, and came back stronger than ever. Your current struggle might feel heavy, but trust this: nothing is wasted. The lessons you're learning right now, the strength you're gaining, the resilience you're building, it's all preparing you for the moment you rise again. So don't let setbacks convince you to give up. Instead, let them remind you that a comeback is on the way. Stay patient, stay strong, and keep pushing forward. Your greatest victory is being built in the silence of your struggle. Winners are simply people who didn't quit. The difference between winners and everyone else isn't talent, luck, or even opportunity. It's persistence. Winners are not some rare breed born with special gifts. They're ordinary people who made one extraordinary decision. They refused to quit. Think about it. How many times have you started something, an idea, a project, a goal, only to stop when it got tough? Most people quit when the journey gets uncomfortable. But winners, they push through. They fall, they fail, they stumble, but they keep getting back up. That's what separates them from the rest. Take Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team. He could have quit, but he didn't. And today he's known as one of the greatest athletes in history. Or J.K. Rowling, rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Her story wasn't defined by rejection, it was defined by persistence. Your path won't be easy. You'll face setbacks, failures, and moments where quitting feels like the only option. But every time you choose to keep going, you're building the mindset of a winner. So remember this: winners aren't the smartest, the fastest, or the luckiest. They're the ones who simply refuse to give up. Stay in the fight. Keep showing up. Because the day you choose not to quit is the day you've already won. Struggles build the strength you'll need later. Struggles are not there to destroy you. They're there to prepare you. Every challenge you face, every hardship you endure, every obstacle that pushes you to your limits is shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and tougher than before. Think about lifting weights. At first it feels heavy, painful, almost impossible, but with every rep, your muscles grow. The resistance that once felt unbearable becomes the very thing that makes you stronger. Life works the same way. The struggles you're carrying today are building the strength you'll need for tomorrow. Maybe you've been rejected. Maybe you've failed more times than you can count. Maybe you're in a season where nothing seems to go right. It hurts, but one day you'll look back and realize it was those very struggles that gave you the courage, resilience, and endurance to keep moving forward when things got even tougher. The strongest people you know didn't get there by living an easy life. They got there by surviving storms, climbing uphill battles, and refusing to give up when it would have been easier to quit. So don't run from your struggles. Embrace them. Learn from them. Grow through them. Because one day, you'll thank your struggles for giving you the exact strength you needed to win your greatest battles. Remember, what feels heavy today is building the muscle you'll need tomorrow. Keep going. You're getting stronger with every step. Patience and persistence turn dreams into reality. Dreams don't come true overnight. They take time, effort, and an unshakable will to keep going, even when progress feels painfully slow. That's where patience and persistence come in, two qualities that can turn impossible dreams into real achievements. Patience is trusting the process. It's understanding that just because success hasn't shown up yet doesn't mean it is not on the way. Think of a tree. You plant the seed, water it, and wait. You don't see growth right away, but beneath the soil, roots are forming. The same is happening with your efforts right now. Results are being built in silence before they ever appear. Persistence is what keeps you moving when your patience is tested. It's showing up on the days you don't feel like it. It's pushing forward after failure. It's refusing to quit even when the dream feels far away. Every great success story you know is built on these two pillars. They didn't get there by luck. They got there by staying patient when others rushed and staying persistent when others quit. So hold on to your dream. Nurture it with patience. Protect it with persistence. Don't give up just because it's taking longer than you thought. Remember, patience and persistence together are unstoppable. Keep going, because with both, your dream will one day become your reality. The darkest moments often come before the breakthrough. Sometimes life hits so hard that you feel like you can't keep going. The weight is heavy, the nights feel endless, and the thought of breaking through seems impossible. But here's the truth. The darkest moments often come right before the breakthrough. Think about the night sky. The hours just before sunrise are always the darkest, yet they're also the closest to light. Life mirrors that same truth. When everything feels like it's falling apart, when doors keep closing, when nothing seems to work, those moments are often the final test before your breakthrough arrives. So many people give up right there, not realizing how close they were. They let the pain convince them it's over. But if you can endure the darkness, if you can push through the storm, you'll find that the struggle was only preparing you for the light ahead. Every breakthrough you've ever seen, athletes winning championships, entrepreneurs building empires, people transforming their lives, it all came after nights of doubt, failure, and darkness. The pain didn't signal the end. It signaled that they were on the edge of something greater. So if you're in a dark moment right now, hold on. Don't quit. Keep moving. Because the pain you feel today is proof that your breakthrough is closer than you think. Stay strong. The light is coming. Quitting guarantees failure. Trying keeps hope alive. The only way to guarantee failure in life is to quit. The moment you stop trying, the game is over. No second chances, no hidden doors, no miracles. But as long as you keep going, even if progress feels painfully slow, there's always hope. Think about it. Every great success story could have ended early if the person quit. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Imagine if he had given up after his first 100 tries. We'd probably still be sitting in the dark. Michael Jordan didn't make his high school basketball team, but he didn't quit. He kept trying, and now his name is etched in history as one of the greatest of all time. Quitting is final. Trying keeps the door open. Even if you don't reach the goal right away, every attempt teaches you something new. Every try builds resilience, sharpens your skills, and brings you one step closer. So when your mind whispers, "It's too hard," just stop. Remind yourself, quitting is the only real failure. As long as you're still trying, you still have a chance. Keep showing up, keep moving forward. Because the next try could be the one that changes everything. Hope is alive as long as you are. Don't kill it by giving up. Small progress is still progress. Sometimes we look at our goals and feel like we're moving too slowly. The dream feels so big, and our steps feel so small. But here's the truth. Small progress is still progress. Every little step forward counts. Think about climbing a mountain. Nobody reaches the top in one giant leap. You take it step by step, sometimes pausing, sometimes catching your breath. But with each small step, you're higher than before. Success works the same way. You don't need to transform overnight. You just need to keep moving. Maybe today you read one page of a book instead of 10. Maybe you saved a few dollars instead of 100. Maybe you exercised for 5 minutes instead of an hour. It might not feel like much, but it adds up. Those little actions compound over time, and before you know it, you're miles away from where you started. Don't let slow progress fool you into thinking you're failing. The only real failure is standing still or giving up completely. As long as you're moving forward, you're winning. So celebrate your small victories. Be proud of each tiny step, because progress, no matter how small, means you're closer than you were yesterday. Keep going. You're building momentum, and that momentum will carry you to your breakthrough. Every champion was once a beginner who kept going. Every champion you admire today started as a beginner. Think about that for a second. The greatest athletes, the most successful entrepreneurs, the best artists, all of them had a day one. They weren't born knowing how to win. They had to stumble, fail, and learn just like everyone else. Picture a child learning to ride a bike. The first tries are shaky, maybe even painful with a few falls, but little by little balance comes. That's how champions are made, through persistence, not perfection. When you see someone winning medals or breaking records, what you don't see are the late nights, the early mornings, and the countless hours of practice behind the scenes. They kept going when it was hard, when it wasn't glamorous, when nobody was watching. That's what separates a champion from everyone else, the decision to keep showing up. So if you're just starting your journey, don't feel small. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Remember, they were once where you are now. The only reason they became champions is because they refused to quit. Keep moving forward. Embrace the beginner stage because it's proof you're on the path. One day, if you stay consistent, you'll look back and realize you're not a beginner anymore. You've become the champion you once admired. Your story isn't over until you win. Don't close the book on yourself too early. Just because you've faced failure doesn't mean your story is finished. One chapter going wrong doesn't define the entire story. The truth is, your story isn't over until you win. Think about some of the most successful people in the world. Many of them were counted out, laughed at, or even told to quit. Walt Disney was fired from his job because they said he lacked creativity. Imagine if he had stopped there. Today, his name is known around the globe. His story didn't end with rejection. It ended with legacy. Life is going to test you. It will throw setbacks, delays, and disappointments your way. But those moments are not the conclusion. They are only the middle chapters that make your story worth telling. The victory at the end will mean more because of what you went through to reach it. So don't let today's struggles convince you that you've lost. You're still in the process of becoming. As long as you're breathing, there's another chance to turn the page, to try again, to keep going. Your story isn't finished. The ending hasn't been written yet. And when it is, let it be the story of someone who refused to give up until they won.